Let's go into our news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. Eagle Mortgage does just an outstanding job of taking care of people when they're about ready to make the biggest decision of their lives. So if you're thinking about buying a new house, whether you're going to get a conventional loan, an FHA loan, or a VA loan, you want to work with Eagle Mortgage. Holly and the team will take really good care of you. You can find them online at eaglemortgagecompany.com or in person at 114th and Dodge. Well, Trenton, we want to start with some retail statistics today. CoStar always gives us some national real estate news that we like to share with our Grow Omaha listeners. And I thought, since we're at Nebraska Crossing today, I thought I'd pull some retail statistics from CoStar. So people will find this interesting. The entire Omaha retail market is now 64.3 million square feet.
Of retail space, okay.
Yeah, of retail space. Okay, and then this might surprise some people. 337,000 square feet of retail space is currently under construction.
Yeah, I believe that, and there may be a little bit more, but and it's across all different sizes of big box retail, small, but it's good to see new construction.
Yeah, and when we talk about that 64.3 million, we're talking about everything from the premium properties like Nebraska Crossing to your strip malls or what have you. Now, metro-wide, according to CoStar, only 6.1% of retail space is vacant. That seems a little low to me, but it's probably accurate.
Well, space gets repurposed, and sometimes retail space becomes something else. You might see, for better or for worse, you might see a storage facility take an old Gordman store.
Yeah, exactly, and we've seen a lot of that lately. And then this is another good sign. Rod just said that some of the retailers here at Nebraska Crossing were up 100% from last year's Black Friday. Here's another good sign. Overall total market, there's 374,000 square feet of retail space more occupied than at this time last year. So,
and that's certainly a positive trend. People always ask us about office space and retail space and industrial space. We know that industrial space has really been on fire, and people are filling those for distribution and fulfillment. And when it comes to retail, positive absorption is definitely great, and it's a lot stronger than people give it credit.
Well, let's go into a couple of our big stories. We have two big stories this week to share with you. And when I say big stories, I'm talking about major Grow Omaha type moves. And the first one, we got the announcement this week of a project called The Intersections. This is a multi-million-dollar recreation and wellness campus planned near the 24th and Martha Streets area. So, okay, if you can picture the Martha Street exit off of 480. So let's say you're heading northbound on 480 just after the JFK I-80-480 interchange. You're going towards downtown. You look over to the right. There's some single-family houses. You might see a little bit of industrial over there. And there's the remnants of an old grain elevator. And, there's most of those single-family houses are going to go. There's an old salvage yard in there that's going to go, and part of the old grain elevator tower is going to be incorporated in this thing. But this is going to be a 25-acre project in which you're going to bring all sorts of recreation and healthcare services and beautiful facilities right into the urban core.
And this is a welcome project for that area. And it's kind of reminiscent of the Kroc Center down in South Omaha, where you're taking a lot of community services and recreational type things and really bringing the community together. Yeah,
it's like I said, if you read the press release, the general border streets are Martha, Interstate 480 on the west, 24th Street on the east, and then all the way down to a little remnant of Deer Park Boulevard that goes out there. And when you look at it on Google Maps, Trenton, the first thought I had was, how the hell are they going to work that in there? But it looks like a lot of stuff is going to go. Big project. The organization behind it is called Community Health Development Partners, which is a local group. It's going to be a 5-building campus. Some of the amenities will include technology and esports center, an action sports facility, which would have a tumbling gym, a bouldering area. They'll have a wellness center, a sports fitness and rehab center, and then a community hub, which would have a food hall, urban farming center, office space, and a corporate training center. Plan is to break ground on this project the fall of 2022, and then to be open to the community in the spring of 2024, which is not all that far away.
And I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch. And I'll be very curious if you can see it from 480. I suspect it'll be very, very visible from Interstate 480. Okay, the other big news of the week that we want to share with you. We've known this was coming, but we didn't know where it was going to go. The W. Dale Clark Library downtown will officially move to 1401 Jones Street in the fall of 2022.
That's exciting because it's repurposed an older building. It'll be smaller than the current W. Dale Clark Library, which is really obsolete.
And one of the reasons it's going to be substantially smaller, because it's only going to be 30,000 feet, this new place, is that the actual circulation and the management of inventory, instead of that being downtown, that's going to move out to a place you may have heard of, Trenton, 84th and Frederick.
Yeah, absolutely. The administration, a lot of the storage and things like that. The former Shopco, we have a deal with the city of Omaha to take over that space.
And when Trenton says we have a deal, you're representing that landlord. So so you're going to be pretty busy with that.
Yeah, it came through rather quickly, but it'll be a welcome addition to Frederick Square.
But think about it. That makes a lot of sense, because all of a sudden, instead of having kind of an industrial operation, a logistical operation of moving the whole systems books around from downtown, you go find a former store in a place like 84th Street where there's more space, there's docks and all that sort of stuff. It probably makes a lot of sense, and then you don't have to also deal with patrons coming in and out.
Yeah, I mean, it's administrative and it's storage and things like that, and then the library will stay downtown.
Okay, well, very exciting stuff. And then that, of course, begs the question, what's happening next? And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, there are so many rumors going around about big projects possibly coming downtown. We don't know which ones are for sure, which ones are not. We know that there are going to be a bunch of them coming as a result of the investment that the community is making down there with all the parks and everything. But we keep hearing that could be a pretty impressive project coming to that W. Dale Clark site.
It makes a lot of sense. You're right at the foot of the new $400 million park there, 90-plus acres. And then you've got a site where you could have a 15-story building potentially.
And that is your news of the week, brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. Eagle Mortgage knows mortgages. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.